In a few minutes, a couple will enter this box, they'll have sex, and then immediately afterwards come out and talk frankly about what they did. Welcome to Sex Box.
Whoa! You heard that right. Sex Box is a British TV show from Channel 4 that was released in 2013 and then promptly shut down only 3 years later. The premise of the show is quite simple. A couple comes onto the show, they get into the box, they have sex inside of the box, they leave the box, and then have an interview and tell the whole world what they just did. I scoured the whole of the internet to try and find even a clip from this TV show. And let me tell you, don't go clicking any old link that says Sex Box on it, because some of them will not be a government-funded program. The first thing that ran through my head when I found out about this show was why? Why do you need people to have sex on live TV in front of a studio audience? Well, the answer's quite simple actually. The producer was just very horny. No, but seriously, when it was released, Channel 4 was running a campaign for real sex, which set out to reclaim the concept of what sex actually is in comparison to the stuff you'd see on, let's say, Orange YouTube. They also thought that if you interviewed the couple just after they'd done the horizontal salsa, they would be more open and honest about what they had just done. But I don't know about you guys, because the only thing that comes out of my mouth after sex is, I'm so sorry, and this never normally happens.
Why do you think it is we find it so difficult to talk about sex?
I think people find it actually very easy to talk about sex.
Oh, well, that's sorted then. I guess that's the end of the video. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
There is a lot of research to say that that's when you get people at their most intimate, confessional, what is it?
If you get somebody who's just actually had sex, just you know, they're all high on it, all the hormones are racing through their body, you're going to get a much more honest recall of what they actually got up to and how they felt about it.
I wonder why they don't just use that in Guantanamo Bay if it's going to make everybody so compliant. But who knows, some people's sex life might actually just be what they do in Guantanamo Bay. Yeah, you like being waterboarded? Yeah, you like being waterboarded? Why do I sound so Australian when I say waterboard? Waterboarded.
Gay sex was illegal when I was growing up.
That would be a change then.
I knew nobody who was divorced. The word clitoris, nobody knew how to pronounce it or even find it. And
So not much has changed on that score.
What, baby? Sorry, let me get the knee out for that one. But seriously, guys, what the fuck is a clitoris? What the freak is a clitoris?
What the freak?
Oh, and if you haven't worked it out yet, my reaction was actually recorded a couple of days ago in my old house, and after 3 years of unpacking all of my stuff here, I am now reacting to it once again in the present time. I'm calling it React Squared. Whoa, man, he's so cool. But enough chitter chatter, let's have a look at our contestants. Or should I say guests? Because I guess it's not really a game show. That'd be really weird, wouldn't it?
Please give a very warm welcome to Rachel and Dean, Matt and John, Lynette and Des.
Let's go Rachel, let's go Dean! That's a very deep V-neck, fuck it. This show takes no time to wait, by the way. After they've asked them the first couple of starter questions about like the basics of their relationship, it is straight to the box. Within 5 minutes of being there, they're on stage having sex. An average night in Benidorm then.
The things I like about Rachel are more the fact that she looks after me.
So what you've basically just said there is she's your mother.
Joe.
The who?
Joe Mama.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
Whilst the contestants are making sweet, sweet love to each other, we get taken on a ride, no pun intended, around Britain as random members of the public are quizzed on their knowledge about sex.
You're not looking for Miss Right, you're looking for Miss Right now.
Yeah.
Bro, he had the whole squad laughing. Wheel that one up, play it back, give me a reload, please.
You're not looking for Miss Right, you're looking for Miss Right now. Yeah.
Oh, it's so awkward. Oh, no one even reacted. There was no emotion from any of the other boys. But judging from the reaction I'm about to show you, it seems that I also thought that they were very, very thought-provoking. So here is me figuring out, for what seems to be the first time in my life, what stats are.
20% of all couples being unfaithful.
20%! That's 1 in 5 couples. That's insane! Because I'm thinking in my head right now, yeah, I know more than 5 people. Like in my close friend group, I have more than 5 people. So by the time we're 40, 1 in 5 of them is going to be unfaithful. That is crazy. No way. Surely that's not true. That feels so high. No way can cheating be that common. Oh, sorry. Did you think it was over? No. For some reason, unbeknownst to me, I just kept going. But I suppose it depends on what you count as cheating, because I, personally, would count literally anything that is sort of like intimate, like flirting, stuff like that. I would say that's cheating. But I wouldn't say like just, you know, giving someone a hug or like talking to some other guy is cheating. It's about intent. That's what I was looking for. It's about intent. If the intent is malicious, then I'd count it as cheating. But if it's something that just happens and it's like, oh, that sounds like I'm digging myself into a hole now, because what if they didn't intend to have sex? No, I'd still count that. Yeah, I'd definitely still count that. What am I talking about? Well, I am glad that I have finally figured out that having sex with someone that isn't your partner is counted as cheating. The age-old question has finally been answered. Now back to the contestants. The first out of the box, no pun intended again, was big man Dean and his lovely girlfriend Rachel.
You're looking a bit more tousled than you were when you went in, Rachel. How was it? How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling very energetic, actually.
Imagine a couple comes out and one of them just goes, oh yeah, it was shit, worst sex in my life. Like, I feel like they are pressured into saying it's good, because you're not going to embarrass your girlfriend or your boyfriend or whoever, are you? You're going to say, oh yeah, it was fucking great sex. You're not going to go, oh, this person can't even fucking do shit in the bedroom. Now the next part is a teensy weensy bit awkward and definitely hashtag cringe. So remember the 3 sexperts from the beginning? Well, now it's their turn to grill the fresh-faced couple.
So it was a good experience for you?
It was almost like, where do we start?
So where did you start?
Just stripping off, really.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so
Main
weird.
thing first, taking the clothes off of his sleeve.
Yeah.
And then I licked her bumhole, and then I licked her. I can't even say it. I can't even do the joke because it's so weird. It's at this point that you might be wondering, why did the show ever get cancelled? And it wasn't because of the controversy or the stigma around sex, or even the taboo of having sex on stage in front of an audience. The show was just quite shit. Them having sex in the box is kind of the whole show. It's what you tune in for. People weren't switching on the telly to get advice on what to do in the bedroom later. They just wanted to see people have sex. I'm gonna be honest, that's how people are. It's meant to be trash TV. But imagine you're sat down with your family after just having dinner, and you're all sat there listening to some expert tell you about the best technique of thrust. It's just odd. So as you can imagine, the ratings absolutely flew down the drain. In fact, it even says here on the wiki that 1.1 million viewers tuned in, but after 15 minutes, it dropped to only 200,000. Now in terms of the show, the 15-minute mark is right around the time they get out the box. But we don't care about ratings, we just care about making good old-fashioned content for the Ben McNaney channel. So, Mr. Dean, take it away. How did you guys first have sex?
I think the best sex that we had was the first time we met. You were 3-hour boy to all my friends.
Obviously got talking about sex. I was like saying, oh yeah, like I always want to make sure that the female's like most treated and well looked after.
Petrified?
And she was like,
What's going on?
You to that. And she said, I bet you're just like a 5-minute wonder. Yeah, it was just one big massive challenge, and never again, because I nearly passed out.
Au revoir to Dean and Rachel. It is now time for the second couple.
Please welcome Matt and John.
Woo! Next couple, woo!
So are you looking forward to going into the box, as it were?
Yes. I think we are now, aren't we?
Yeah, now it's happening.
We're ready.
I fucking hope
time.
so. In case you were unaware, Matt and John are both men, which means they're gay. Whilst being more progressive than the last century, 2013 was definitely a different place than now. So much so that people can't even grasp at the concept of gay people having sex.
Do people really know what gay men do in bed?
No, probably not. I think it's, not really.
They're acting as if gay sex is a mythological creature. What do you mean you don't know what they do in the bedroom? Surely it's quite obvious. You only need like a basic understanding of the human anatomy, and I'm pretty sure just from that knowledge alone, it's quite obvious what two men would be up to in a bedroom. But they're acting as if it's the fucking George and the Dragon or some shit. Just before I show you what seems to be my 50th ramble of this video, I wanted to share a clip that I thought was quite poignant. And it's basically just one of the experts discussing the differences between heterosexual and homosexual relationships.
There's really nothing that gay people do in bed that straight people can't do or don't also do.
Facts.
Anal sex, oral sex, throw in the lesbians, vaginal, oral sex, cunnilingus, even penetrative vaginal intercourse lesbians can have with strap-on dildos. And when you hear from straight people, what's gay sex? It's sex up the bum, it's butt sex, it's ass fucking. They're really projecting onto gay sex a problem with heterosexual sex, which is heterosexual sex is vaginal intercourse.
These guys are actually on it. They are dropping some absolute heat on the channel today. The only difference between gay sex and straight heterosexual sex is literally just the people taking part. Like, straight sex, whatever, it's just a guy and a girl. Great, they love it. Gay sex, the exact same thing, except now it's two guys or it's two girls. There's literally all it is. Sex is just sex. There shouldn't be some crazy divide between gay sex and straight sex, because it's all the same. It's literally the exact same. Now I know the video has taken a little bit of a serious turn here, but I promise the funnies will come back in a second. But I just wanted to add that I am aware that this may come across as a little bit preachy, since I am obviously just a straight guy. But I wanted to leave it in because I thought it was important to show the straight bias that some people have to relationships that are exactly the same as theirs, just homosexual.
How are you feeling? Are you feeling kind of, romantic or intimate or...
A bit dirty, actually.
I feel dirty. I feel so filthy. Surely they must fucking stink up the gaff as soon as they come out of there. Because, like, that box, it doesn't look air-conditioned. So they must be sweating up a storm. At the risk of this video turning into a 30-minute documentary, I'm actually going to skip the last couple. Because I'm not going to lie, after the first couple left, it kind of just got a bit boring. It felt like I was sat in a sex ed lesson. And I really don't want to go through that trauma again. However, the final couple did lead to me having a very interesting take on divorce rates. I reckon divorce rates are so high because people just hate each other. Like, people will just look for the smallest thing to get this, like, hatred over. So I reckon people are just geared to hate each other, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I know it's not very biological to hate someone that you're supposed to have sex with, make babies, eat food, that's like all human nature is. But I reckon people are just made, like, hardwired to just hate each other. What other explanation is there? I might just cut this all out of the fucking video because I'm waffling off the top of my fucking head. Yeah, very interesting. So, Sexbox, a failed attempt to cross the lines between trash TV and sexual positivity. I thought it was quite an interesting concept at the start, but it seems just like the rest of the UK that it felt more like a gimmick with a side of a lecture. If you liked what you saw, please feel free to leave a comment down below on what you thought about everything, or even what you thought about what I said, because I love a discussion and I feel like stuff like this needs to be talked about more openly. And if you're crazy enough, a like and a subscribe really puts a smile on my face. But other than that, see ya.